boot camp on how Indian accounting and bookkeeping professionals can get US jobs and freelance gigs. Okay, and I'll be hosting this boot camp alongside Indira and Abhyuday. And I'm super excited to spend these 30 minutes with you along with Abhyuday. And we are here to clear up any questions or doubts you might have. And this is just a quick prep session before our official boot camp that starts on Saturday, January 17th. So, just a quick clarification, today is not the official bootcamp. We are here for a doubt clearing session. All right. So it's an opportunity for you to ask us questions and you can ensure that you are fully prepared for what's coming on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And that's when we will really dive deep into the content and strategies we have prepared for you. All right, so let's do a quick round of introductions. Can you tell us your name, your current role, where are you joining from, whether you're from a commerce background or non-commerce background? Yes? Can we do a quick round of introduction, please? You can tell us in the chat your name, your current role, where you are joining us from. I can see a lot of you are already here. Hi, Abhishek. We have Dolly, chartered accountant. Hi, Dolly. We have Abhishek Jain, supervisor fund accountant. That's great. We have CA, BCom, tax consultant, MCom. Hi, Akshata. Nitisha from Ranchi. Hello. Purnima, account from Coimbatore. Hi, everyone. How are you doing today? MBA in finance with 5 years. Okay, great. Okay, I can see a lot of you are messaging. That's great. It's so amazing that you guys have joined this session, and we are here for a quick doubt clearing session. So if you have any doubts or any query about the boot camp or about this opportunity, feel free to ask it here. Okay, this is a safe space for you, and ask us whatever's on your mind. There's no silly question, and by the end of this session, you will know exactly what to expect from the upcoming boot camp. That is on Saturday. Yes. Abhyuday is also here.
Hi,
Abhyuday, can you?
everybody. I hope you can hear me. It's great to be with you here. I'm a co-founder at Skill Arbitrage, and basically we specialize in enabling Indian talent prepare for remote work. And you know how the concept of what is the concept of skill arbitrage? Some of you are into accounting and finance and commerce, so you know arbitrage, like people buy something from stock exchange where it is cheap and then sell it somewhere else, or in the where it is more expensive and they make money from that, or somebody buys potatoes from the mandi and then sells it in the city where they can charge more, right? That is arbitrage, right? Now that is price arbitrage, where you exploit the difference in the value of the price. But what we are doing here is skill arbitrage. Now let's say that you are into commerce or finance or accounting. Forget if you're a CA or not a CA, right? But if you are getting a job, let's say in Nagpur, 25K job, it'll be decent. 30K job, decent. But in Pune, you'll realize suddenly that job will pay more, 40, 50K. If you are in a Mumbai or Delhi or Gurugram, that same job will pay 70, 80,000 rupees, right? Now, what is the difference? The work is the same, but the job you're doing, the place has shifted. That place you get more money for the same work. Now, what if sitting in India, you could do that same work for a business in the US, right? Or Europe or Canada, doesn't matter. Correct? But you're sitting in India. So you have Indian cost, but that skill carries higher value, right? In the US or UK, you could earn $2,000 a month or $3,000 a month, right? Now we have tried this across categories, whether it is, people working from home, there is people who are working in corporate jobs in India, people with just college students, people who are fresh graduates, they are able to do this. And finance and accounting has a huge talent shortage is in all the advanced economies. And it's a strange thing, I'll tell you why. Because people there in India, what happens in India, everybody who's smart, your parents will say, or would have said earlier, you go into either engineering, medicine, or finance, or CA, whatever, right? Those three things you would have done from India. Smart people do that, or hardworking people do that. You top in class, or you do even top 10%, top 20%, people will say, ऐसे ही बोलेंगे ना parents, और आप finance में आ गए, right? बाद में you realize that there are too many people in finance. It's crowded in India. But how it works in US, UK, Canada, Europe, it is that people avoid maths, they avoid finance. The best people go into a job in Wall Street or London, but baki log have taken social sciences, history, music, arts, liberal arts, humanities, psychology. So what happens to accounting? What happens to finance? What happens to bookkeeping? There is a scarcity, right? Now, this started happening long back, 20 years back, 30 years back. And then all the people who are working in finance, CPAs, accountants, CFOs, the older population started to retire, right? They started retiring. What that created? Now, if a older person retires, you need new talent, right? To replenish that. But they had insufficient talent. They didn't have people in finance and maths and accounts. They were replaced. So who is going to do all the finance and accounting work then? Now that scarcity was smaller, but now every literally, now that has exploded, ballooned to 300,000, 3 lakh accountants short minimum. Okay, and they don't care. Even CPAs are struggling. Existing CPAs are like, I have so much work, how do I manage, right? You could literally, even if you don't know complex accounts, if you just do like billing and payment reminders and recovery, if you just do that, you can actually provide service, not just to CPAs, to any professional in the US. There are examples of Indians in finance who are actually just helping doctors in the US with their medical billing and payable recovery, okay, with email reminders and follow-up process, or $3,000 per month per client, right? And they have 100 clients. Usse hi $1 million practice ban gaya. Now these are big numbers. Forget it. For now, if you could just earn extra $1,000 a month, or full time $2,000 a month, living wherever you are, without worrying that you are a CA or not, without worrying that you are a BCom or not, without worrying that you are working in corporate sector or not, whether you are retired or you are student, would that make a difference? Let me know. I'll tell you what services, all of that. We have a lot of this planned in the bootcamp, but I just wanted you to have a picture, right? And it's not complicated. There is a shortage in the US which has to be imported as a remote service. You know what they did? You know what they did in US? They did H1B, they made very expensive. So what happened? Instead of importing people and having them migrate and work there, they started to offshore. More offshoring happened. More remote offshoring in India. Right? Now, did you understand? This is the problem. I want you to be very clear. Key problem hai, they are dying for talent. There are even exams we will tell you about. Their US income tax department conducts exams in India, right? And you can pass those exams to have an advantage also. Correct? And they trust people in India. We will tell you how to do that. I'm getting incredible questions. I just wanted to give a background for 10 minutes. Right now, there's a lot of stuff that's lined up for you in the bootcamp, but you should be so clear today that they are desperate, not just in in US, in Europe, in Canada. And if you are working in a job, you can start on the side. It doesn't matter which city you're in, wherever you're in. Okay, BCom grad, BCom student, someone not from a commerce background but curious. Literally, if you use Tally in India, you can do this work much more easily, but not on Tally, on separate tool. We'll tell you. Okay. So Kasi Raman is saying, I'm not from commerce but interested to learn, right? Bobby says, I'm MCom with 23-year accounting experience, including GCC. Fabulous. And if you want to work in GCC also, better GCC role, that also is available. If you want to work in Big Four also, some people are like, nahi, India mein best job chahiye, so then you can go for that job. right? Now, why we are doing this AMA? It's not the boot camp, but I want you to understand what is the career challenge you're facing and be clear. If I get this in the 9 hours, it should be my problem sorted. Yeah, right? 9 hours of free training should be worth it for you, right? Or ye live hai, abhi bhi live, and they're also live. You will not get recording of the live boot camp. Okay, and there are people from various parts: Siliguri, Ranchi, Bangalore, Coimbatore. It's brilliant. Kolkata, maza aa gaya. Nand Kumar from Gurgaon. So it's not like only tier 2, tier 3. Even from Gurgaon, Bangalore, people are there. People working in jobs, people who are just pure BCom graduates. Asalamu is from Jammu and Kashmir. Wow, BCom and postgraduate. You all are eligible. I am not able to take everybody's name in person, but it is incredible. Some of you are CA, some of you are not. Some of you are working in the industry side of things, in company roles, right? Very, very good. Somebody is saying, I don't have a job. No problem. Tania Mehra is BCom, MCom. Very good. Somebody is, Kishore Kumar is a semi qualified CA. Okay, it's great. Can you all see the messages that other people are sharing? You can see that on YouTube. Most of the live comments right now are coming on YouTube. We're live on LinkedIn and YouTube both right now. Okay. Now somebody is like, I'm Manish Srivastav. I am good in everything, but I don't have jobs. So what course will help me? Right? We're giving you a free training where we will show you step by step how to get opportunities. Okay. Now there are three things you need. We have shared some content with you on WhatsApp groups, right? Many of you, some of you may not have joined, some of you may have been reading. What you have to do is you have to do skills, you have to develop skills, track record, and outreach. And trust me, the skills are quite learnable, and we have shared some videos with you. You can use them, you can practice with them. If you practice even before bootcamp when come, you will enjoy the bootcamp even more, right? Someone is saying, I am a CPA already. Okay, great, you can do this. Okay, Amreen, you want to take up some questions? So I am
Yeah.
at questions that were posted about 8 minutes back and we are flooded, but you please
Okay.
go ahead.
No worries. I can see a lot of questions where people are asking us to speak in Hindi. That would not be possible because we want to cater to everyone who's present here. And although if you have any problem in speaking or understanding English, you do not have to be very fluent in English to do this work, okay? Most of the work is like that you in this space is that you have to write more than you have to speak, okay? So basic English, you should know. Plus we will teach you how to communicate professionally, what kind of messages you can write, and even the right tools to get your points and your messages. Even if you're not someone who's very confident in English, you can still do that. Yes. I can see a lot of questions around what if I don't have experience? Yes. Many of you are freshers, and that's totally fine. Okay. We are going to teach you step by step inside the bootcamp how to build your track record. In fact, our students and some of them even fresh graduates, they have landed clients within 1 or 2 days of learning the tools and techniques and following the roadmap that we give them. So even if you have no experience, or even if you have like years of experience, for people with years of experience, it's only going to be your advantage. Okay. Recording would not be shared, guys. This is a live only session, and even for the bootcamp the recordings will not be shared. And that is because we really want you to be present there. We really want you to be interacting with us so that you are getting the value that we are trying to get you. Yes. Any other questions? I had 15 years of experience in audit. As I said, the name, as I said, Hema Shetty, your years of experience and your already existing knowledge and skill set is only going to be extremely useful when you start this work. Okay? Only you need to learn some new tools and techniques that we will teach you, and we will give you a step by step guide to everything. Yes, we are actually going to teach you QuickBooks. We are going to show you Xero, how to use Xero, QuickBooks, Zoho Books inside the bootcamp. This question was asked by Shubham. Yes. Abhim, Suman, I'm so sorry, but we cannot use Hindi as a language because we want to cater to everyone. But if you come inside the bootcamp, our team will help you specifically to understand everything. How to get outsourcing work, how to get clients, that is a great question. And the key here is to do outreach. Okay, we will teach you how to exactly reach out to US clients, how to pitch effectively, how to write a very professional pitch, and how to even create a strong profile on platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, LinkedIn. And it's okay if you don't have any idea on what these platforms are. We will show you how you can start, even you are a fresher, even you are someone who is doing this for the first time. Okay, you are all welcome, even if you have experience, even if you're a fresher. Okay, even people from non-commerce background are welcome in the boot camp. You are going to get tremendous value. IMCA inter. Yes, keep your questions coming, guys. We are reading your question. Even if Abhyuday, you are mute.
I am so sorry.
On mute,
So a
yes.
lot of people are worrying about Excel. Don't worry about Excel. It's not going to get you the job. It's not going to get you fired. Basic Excel, anybody, like if you can open Excel file, it's okay. There's a lot more to be done in through other ways. Okay. We will take Prakash will show you how to get accounting outsourcing. It's actually remote work. It's much better than outsourcing, because in outsourcing you have, like in a BPO or KPO, you have a very standardized, boring kind of role, and then you get only 80-90% of the billing for your work is taken by the owner of the BPO. Instead, in this, actually, if you're doing the work, you can keep the whole 100% money that you are paid by your client, right? That is what the fun is. We will show you outreach through different strategies: LinkedIn, email, directly. If you want to use Upwork, we can show you all of that. Rina Upadhyay, exactly, live demos we will show you. You can copy and implement them, right? You can copy. Correct, Shubham? We will show you QuickBooks. We can show you Zero. We'll show you Zoho. We'll show you many things, right? And I'll tell you a story of somebody, one of our students. He was in Udaipur working in a KPO. And KPO, you all know, right? The accounting BPOs. 80% of US accounting happens from India, and 100% can happen. 100%. India is poised to be the global back office for accounting. Okay. And back office, not as only for back end tasks, but literally for, it's supposed to be the back office for even cerebral, like high end accounting, everything. And there are tons of GCCs coming into India. There are GCCs, there is offshoring, which is increasing. So this student of ours, whom we had helped, and you can get that roadmap, we'll give it to you. But this person had not cleared his CMA exams, and he was a student, CMA, half qualified CMA, half qualified CA, like that, right? And he went for an interview. He was in Udaipur earning only petrol cost as stipend, right? And he was doing his apprenticeship, traineeship, and he learned a few skills. What he learned how to, two things: how to create a company in US sitting in India, and he learned how to uh, get a nickname for that company. Like, Ola Cabs is not called Ola Cabs, it's called ANI Technologies. He just learned these two. And in the interview, there were about 15 people for the interview. But this person said that, I know this. And he showed them. They asked him a lot of questions, because that was the work they were doing day in and day out. Other people didn't know, because nobody else teaches this, right? And we'll show you these things live and for free. Okay, now he answered these questions. He said, I can create a company in the US. I'll show you if you want. And they asked him questions. He showed the demo. And guess what? He got that job. He got that job. He has gotten like multiple increments in that job in India. And he does remote work on the side. I don't want to name him, because sometimes his colleagues come and they feel bad or they complain about him. So I don't want to make his life difficult. But if you're working in India, you can do this on the side like this, right? Then there are many others. There are people who are in small cities, Jodhpur, or in Gujarat, and they are doing remote work full time. And it's very nice, because you do this for US. India is separate. The accounting season, like the quarterly and the accounting season, in December you're going to be finalizing for US. India is March. So it actually gives you a huge amount of stability also. At the time your peak India filing, US is chup, right? And where it's thanda, and when you have US filing, India is thanda. So it becomes a very nice thing that you can do like this. And don't worry ki US has so many states, how do I figure out? We will show you, right? Okay, how are you finding it? Hariom Pandey, 17 to 19 का कोई फीस नहीं है, ठीक है? Just attend and implement this.
This is a free
Okay.
boot camp. There is no
Yeah.
fees for this boot camp. Please join
Joe
and
Archil, how will I get details for invoicing payroll for entering into QuickBooks? You will get their bank account exports. Don't worry about it. We'll tell you how to do it. Okay. Excellent. It's lovely. How to deal with work and computing fees of work, we will tell you. Ramakant, we will tell you. Somebody else also asked, is there certification for this session? Yes, you can get a certificate for attending this session. Mishra Ashutosh, in 9 hours, we will show you how to get assignments. Implement that strategy. Yeah. Soumya Barik. Learning is everywhere, but the guidance is lacking everywhere. Will you do that? Yeah. So we don't believe in just, knowledge and passing exams and gyan and multiple choice questions and subjective questions. No, we will teach you practical task. And we will also show you practical strategy to get the client. Nobody teaches this. Why? Because if they teach you this, then why will you work for them? So they don't teach you this. But we will show you that. Correct? And if you can do that yourself, you can earn. The money comes, right, Ashish Agarwal, in your bank account. You've heard of Swift. You might have done some international transaction for your client. Correct? Class 11th, Rakshit, very, very excitedly mentioning again and again, I'm in class 11. Can I do it? Can I do it? Yes, you can do it. Okay. Kiran
even
Kumar.
non-commerce students can do this. Anyone can
Yeah.
do this.
Yeah. RB Associates is certificate from software provider required, not required. We will show you how to build proof of work. See, what does a US client need? If you tell them I can do Tally, I can do SAP, the startup will say, I don't have SAP software. I have this cloud-based tool, Zero. I have Yardi, I have Wave, I have Zoho. So you have to use that. I have QuickBooks. You have to use that. Correct? Not SAP, not Tally. But the good news is if you know Tally, I'm guessing most of you know, and even if you're not from commerce background, it's okay. Because there is a far easier tool which is literally plug and play. Somebody needs to do this, right? We will tell you about our interest right now. It is our interest is that you learn and do this. Our interest is in spearheading India into a $10 trillion economy, preparing you for a post AI world. Our interest is that India should be the center stage for accounting and finance. It already is, but we have barely captured 10% or 5% of the demand. Okay, we can do much better, and it could completely transform your life, right? If you succeed, we will succeed. Yeah. Ramakant, there will be no middleman and client if you're doing this directly. Soumya Barik, is it similar to KPO, like you need a minimum of 60% accuracy? See, if you're doing a good job, I don't know what accuracy you're saying. You don't do like 10,000 reconciliations in a day, okay? You will do limited, and you can do it 100% accurately if you have the basics right. If you have a doubt, you can put it in suspense account and clarify later, right? But it's not similar to KPO because in KPO, you don't keep the money, somebody else keeps it, right? Your owner of the KPO, your boss will keep, but you get to keep here 100% of the money. So it is different, right? Bootcamp is 9 hours duration. BBA can do it, right? And you don't have to purchase any of these QuickBooks Zero. Okay. How can I get remote job? I'm not asking about freelancing. Nitisha Soni, very good question. Okay. So what do you do in India? How do you prove yourself to get a job? In India, you do free internship, you do free articleship, you do free traineeship, right? How many of you do that? You maybe enrolled in a CA program or somewhere else. You went for all of these things, correct? So how did you manage? Now you proved yourself, and if you do well in your traineeship or articleship, now that could last 15 months, 24 months, at least 12 months, and then people will decide whether you will succeed or not. And you don't know, correct, that you will succeed or not. Now that is what it is in India. Now for US and international work, I can tell you this: you do 3 assignments, right? 3 times you please the client really well, do a very good job. Okay, 3 times only. You can do that in a week, you can do it in 15 days. If they like this, right? You get a remote job if you want. Okay, if you're hungry and greedy and you're like, job nahi chahiye, 10 client ke saath kaam karenge, you start a firm, right? But you have to prove with 3 successful delivery. That for that the risk is on you, the risk is not on the client. Why will they pay you if you mess up, right? Nobody pays an intern if they mess up. Somebody can get fired, right? Now you say, I will solve this problem for you. We'll tell you what problem to solve, right? Bookkeeping, a company banana, bookkeeping, you have to do, you have to generate some reports. You say that and you're sorted. And you show it. Correct? And then you can get a remote job. Indian time zone, no night shift. Remote freelance, remote job, no night shift. If you're doing at night, so if you work in the day in India and you get the work done while it's night in US, it's a bigger advantage for your client there. Isn't it? Crazy, right? So in the 3 days of the bootcamp, we will show you what is the opportunity, whom to target, how to approach them, whether you want freelance or remote job, what to learn, how to build a proof of work so that they can trust you, correct? And what are the skills to learn to go deeper further? What is the top 20 skills, right? Rina Upadhyay bootcamp is from 6 to 9 p.m. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday 7 to 10 p.m. Yeah, you
People
just
are
need
asking
to
if they need a laptop to join the
phone,
bootcamp.
laptop, whatever you have is okay. No problem. Okay.
Even for
All right.
people who are already working a job right now, you can still start doing this work part time. You can build more skills, and then you can transition into more full time and better opportunities.
Rishabh Jaiswal, if it's so easy, why doesn't everybody do it themselves? I want everybody to do it, you to do it for them, right? They don't know accounting. अब वो धंधा चलाएंगे या हिसाब करेंगे? Correct. You have the accounting, right? Suppose there is a lawyer in US or there is a dentist in US. They know I will charge my patient $500 or whatever, $200 a visit, and my margin is $120. Now, why every time they have to count the receipts and all? Should they focus on their practice, consulting, or they should focus on accounting if they have to do it themselves? It's even 10 minutes is not worth their time. You can take 5 hours and they might take 15 minutes. But 15 minutes of theirs is more valuable, right? Where they want to focus on their practice. You do this for them. Correct? So, goal is not just CPAs. You work with small business owners, you work with startup founders. You don't know anything. Become a virtual assistant, financial virtual assistant, just helping them record their receipts. And dhire dhire your analysis will come and you will grow with that. Correct? And this is how actually you can then even go into business side of things, because finance means very good with numbers. You can get good with numbers in every area, and if you put that number insight into other areas, you can actually be full integral part of business from India. Everybody sitting in California or Texas or Nevada, but you are here from India, which is like a central back-end brain. It can happen. Sunamya Pandey, I don't have laptop. No problem. You start, kahin to start karna padega. You have to accept your limitations. Start with a phone, attend the boot camp with a phone, then we'll figure out, right? I've helped professionals. Our team has helped professionals start with a phone, and with their earnings, they purchase nice, beautiful gaming
Laptop.
laptop and desktop, multi-screen desktop, right? Wish 5798. They don't trust Indians due to scam. No, why will they not trust you with you? You deliver the work. They can decide the work is good or terrible, right? It's not about a scam. You're not asking payment first. You're clear? Ishan Kapoor, you get payment from US clients. You know, when the money comes, it comes into your bank account. You give them the bank details, so they'll pay you. When the money comes in India, they'll ask you, what did you do? The bank will write an email. You'll say, consultancy, yay! And they will transfer the money in your account. It's as simple. Right? Alok Pase, समझ आया? कैसा लग रहा है? We have hundreds of accountants transition from India, whether they were students, half qualified, full qualified, right? Even if you have experience in data and no experience in accounting, if you're from science background, if you're from arts background, it's okay. You can choose. If you have only part-time available, you can choose your shift 3 hours a day, 2 hours a day. 2 घंटे से कम में क्या ही करोगे? That doesn't work, right? 2 hours a day भी है तो you can do. We will tell you about even taxation. Okay. Now you tell me, how is this for you? Are you excited? Because really we can conquer. And I'm telling you, it's not about US alone. US companies are there in Europe. You can help. If you learn just US accounting, you can help those European companies, reframe their books as per US. They could be even in Australia, Dubai, Singapore. So they will have a choice. Should I go to US CPA वो तो इतना busy है, they don't even get a response. Might as well go to an Indian who says they know US accounting, right? Because their parent company in US needs to file. Then there are companies in India, South America, Canada, Europe who have business in US. उसका US company को भी file करना है, right? Then there is European businesses also. They use IFRS. IFRS US GAAP is very similar. But literally, I want to tell you, the world is your oyster because of internet, computer, remote work, and even tuta puta English, right? That is how it is. Are you excited? And of course, मेहनत करना पड़ेगा, 2 घंटे दिन का देना पड़ेगा. Boot camp is 3 hours a day. We are asking you extra time so that we can actually know. If you attend all 3 days, you will literally be ready to do this. Okay?
Timing
Or
is 6 to 9 p.m., 17, 18th, and 19th January. Do you guys have any other questions? So I think we have established that anyone can do this work, irrespective of age, experience, background. All right.
okay, bootcamp is free. You will get the joining link on WhatsApp, but I'm telling you, schedule yourself. Email पे भी मिलेगा from Zoom. You will get skill arbitrage search करोगे, email पे मिलेगा आपको. But schedule yourself for the time, right? At least schedule yourself for the correct time. Each of you will get a unique link on the WhatsApp and in your email. Okay? Bimal Kant, you don't have to buy Zero and QuickBooks. Shamim Rahman, we don't teach SAP. You can't do remote work with SAP. Okay? You have to work with big businesses for SAP. The businesses in India which are giving jobs. Very nice, Priyanshi Pandey, how to build proof of everything on LinkedIn. This is exactly what we'll share with you. And how long does it take to learn? Very good question. You'll be surprised. India में पापड़ बेलने पड़ते हैं, right? You have to slog it out. जूते घिसने पड़ते हैं to get a job, to get anything. But here you can learn US accounting 2 hours a day, 6 months, and in 3 months, 2 months, it is possible to get initial breakthroughs. Gulzar Patel, बहुत अच्छा. How do we know what work is genuine and what is a scam? I'll help you find out. But you know, if you are actually finding people and solving their problems, right, then you are doing genuine work. There are people who say remote job मिलेगा अभी data entry का 40,000 salary है, but up to 40,000 you can earn, but पहले पैसा दो, right, job देंगे. That is completely clear that this is a scam. Don't ever pay people because you don't even know what you know, right, what you do. There's nothing. Okay, and those are very risky ones. So we steer very clearly away from those. That's why I'm saying training. You need to know US accounting. तब तो कुछ मिलेगा. Correct? 3 days is enough to get a good picture of things. We'll give you a plan that after those 3 days you can implement yourself. But बताओ कैसा लगा अभी तक? Excited हो? Are you in? Are you confirmed to attend for all 3 days? Because this could be literally turning point in your life. आप बोल सकते हो, you might say, some of you might say after 6 months that we attended at AMA, and that made us certain that we'll attend the boot camp, and from there everything changed.
Can someone from the team paste the Zoom link? Some of them are
So it
saying
will
they
be
have
a
not.
unique link for everybody who registered, and it will be like
If
on
you
their
have
email.
registered, you will receive the link on your email. Also,
Yeah.
we will drop the WhatsApp group link
Yeah.
that you can join.
Judaya Akshay. See, I have faculty who teaches CPA and all of that, right? So our students have done this job and they have earned. There's a student who earns even 9 lakh rupees a month. His YouTube video is there on YouTube. You can search Ronak Mutha on YouTube. 4 lakh, 5 lakh, 6 lakh. Sometimes he has peaked at 9 lakh a month. Okay. You can check. You'll yourself find it. Do the research. You'll find it on YouTube. Okay. Now, question. But I'm giving you a small goal. Don't worry about that much. 50,000 a month, 1 lakh a month, 2 lakh a month, right? Is that worthwhile? Extra income? Or if you have no job, then a job like that. Yeah, let's keep it simple, no? And it's not key. Then you'll hold us to it. But wo bahut mehnat kiya. He's reached there in 2 years, right? But yeah, in India, in 2 years also, forget 2 years, 10 years, you will not reach there if you go in that. So one of the things that works is that if you work in a different direction, the direction less trodden, but proven roadmap, but less trodden. That itself is your advantage. Correct? Somebody asked, will clients pay for it? Yes, yes, clients will pay for your software. See, imagine, I want to I'm a movie studio, right? Now, movie studio photographer को बोलता है कि आप कैमरा लेके आओ, the camera equipment, all the movie studio, that is belongs to the studio, right? So the client has to pay for your software, correct? But you need to be able to access the free version so that you can practice. It is like that. Clear? Okay. All right. I think we should head. If there is any last question, you can say. देखो, if you are able to with Hindi, if you are speaking in Hindi, you can understand what I am saying. मतलब आप ready हो. I can't speak only in Hindi. Hindi doesn't cover full India. It doesn't cover many states of India. So it is at all over India we have people joining in. So I don't want somebody in a Shiliguri or Shillong or Chennai maybe to get affected. Okay. All right. Okay. How does it matter since it's remote? Who is doing it? Correct. But in India, you have unique cost advantage. I'll tell you why India. Somebody is asking. Chinese भी कर सकता है? नहीं. उनको English इतना भी नहीं आता है. Correct. So कौन कर सकता है? ये आपको decide करना होगा. There are people in South Asia who can do, but we have the biggest population English speaking. There are people in Eastern Europe थोड़ा सस्ता है. There are people in Philippines, but you can beat them. Right, we are more in number, we can have better English, if we decide to go into it, we can be better than them. We are definitely smarter, more hardworking than somebody in Philippines. There are people in Latin America, if they do it, they will also be cost effective for clients. India has the maximum cost advantage though. Now question is, what do you want to do? Correct? Do you want to go, or do you want to let others capture this market? Correct? Ravi, why these tools allow us others to access the tool? Because if you use the tool, then the company will buy. You will tell the company, buy this tool, I do accounting on this tool, right? Then they will buy. So they are very smart, these tools. So they'll give it to you. They'll not give the company for free. Okay, 6 months you can keep Niran Karsan Sony. But yeah, if you are very fast, very hardworking, 2 months, 3 months also possible. Hari Krishna Nasa is US GAAP mandatory. You need to know some US GAAP, right? Imagine you are working for an iPhone retailer or some person who's a printer in the US who does enterprise level printing. Ab usko, he has to show, they have like warehouses of books. And they have to show they have to account for it, right? Or a book publisher, chota book publisher working for. तो उसका inventory का value क्या है? Now that you will have to decide based on US GAAP का accounting. Okay, very simple it is, but not difficult. He'll tell you. Okay. There's some of you would have heard FIFO and LIFO, but US GAAP will say something different about FIFO, LIFO, and Ind AS or Indian GAAP or IFRS might say something slightly different. इतना ही फर्क है और कुछ नहीं. Okay. I'm not available 18 Jan. How do I get the bootcamp? It's only live. I think you should schedule yourself. This could be clearly life changing if you attend. Okay. So if it's something that can be moved, most things can be moved actually. You can even take leave from office if needed, right? If you have leaves available, don't miss it. Okay. Thank you so much. And we are going to exit, but it was such an honor to be with all of you here. Amreen, is there anything that you want to say to people?
I just want to say that please come to bootcamp with an open mind. You're going to get tremendous opportunities. And it's from 6 to 9 p.m. from 17-18, and on 19 it's from 7 p.m. All right, we are as excited as you are to see you in the bootcamp and get these valuable transactions going. All right, that's it.
And yeah, if you have worked in a BPO or a KPO for US clients, or in a call center, or in a big four in a remote role, or in some other place, you already have some idea. We're going to help you figure out how you can go direct to client, so that you keep 100% of the earning. Right? Yes, we'll be there in the live bootcamp. You'll see Amreen, you'll see me. Right? Okay. Thank you so much. And see you in the training. RB associates, come in the training. Yes, we will show you hacks that other people don't know. Okay, see you.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you guys will be there. You'll be joining the bootcamp. Yes. All right, I think that's it. Thank you for joining us. I'll take leave and I'll see you on Saturday, 6 p.m. sharp. All right, thank you so much. Bye. Good night.